These are every main character in One Piece who has been to Laugh Tale, the mysterious final island of the Grand Line, shrouded in secrets, legends, and the promise of the One Piece itself. For decades, countless pirates have sailed the seas in search of it, but only a handful have ever reached its shores. Today, we'll uncover who they are, what challenges and obstacles they faced throughout their journey. First on the list is Seagull. Seagull is one of the few confirmed members of the legendary Roger Pirates who remained with the crew until their disbandment. While little is known about his past or abilities, he was undeniably present on Gol D. Roger's final voyage to Laugh Tale. As shown in One Piece Chapter 967, Seagull was undoubtedly an elite and formidable fighter, capable of holding his own against powerful opponents. He stood among those who witnessed Roger name the island and, like the rest of the crew, learned the true history of the One Piece world. Though he has yet to appear in the current timeline, fans eagerly hope to see his return in the future. Next up is Sunbel. Sunbel is a tall and stout fishman with webbed hands and a fin atop his head. He has large lips, tattoos on his head and arms, and wears light trousers with a Hawaiian shirt. As a fishman, Sunbel possesses 10 times the physical strength of an average human, and is presumably an adept swimmer. He was also among the select few who journeyed with the Roger Pirates to Laugh Tale, witnessing the One Piece and uncovering the world's true history. While Sunbel's exact strength remains unknown in the manga, the anime does depict him in a non-canon scene, clashing with a younger Vista, suggesting that he is quite powerful in his own right. Next up is Crocus. Crocus is the doctor of the Roger Pirates, was one of the crew's most skilled and valuable members, despite not sailing with them for most of their journey. He joined only shortly before their legendary final voyage into the Grand Line, yet played a crucial role in managing Gol D. Roger's incurable illness, keeping him alive until they reached the last island. Crocus was among the few who set foot on the legendary Laugh Tale and learned the world's true history. Years later, he would go on to guide Monkey D. Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates as they began their own adventure into the Grand Line. Next is Scopper Gaban. Scopper Gaban is also known as Roger's left hand, traveled to the ends of the world with the crew. Given his stature, it is possible that Gaban was one of the very first members of the Roger Pirates. Gol D. Roger described him as one of his best men, implying that he was extremely powerful. During Roger Pirates' brief clash against the Whitebeard Pirates, Gaban was seen wielding 2 axes, which we're certain that he was extremely proficient with. At Laugh Tale, Gaban was seen being mesmerized by the treasure and the story that was unraveled there. Next is Silvers Rayleigh. Silvers Rayleigh is the first mate of the Roger Pirates, was undoubtedly one of the select few to reach Laugh Tale, the final island of the Grand Line. This revelation came as no surprise, as Rayleigh himself confirmed it during the Saboti Archipelago arc. As Roger's right-hand man, Rayleigh played an instrumental role throughout the crew's adventures, guiding them through countless challenges and helping uncover the greatest secrets of the world. On Laugh Tale, he, along with the rest of the crew, learned the true history, the meaning of the Will of D, and the reality behind the One Piece. Even decades later, Rayleigh's experience and knowledge make him a figure of immense respect, both feared and admired across the seas. It's no surprise that Oden was a member of both the Whitebeard Pirates and the Roger Pirates. After spending years with Whitebeard as his 2nd Division commander, Oden joined Roger on his journey to find the One Piece, and he did just that. Oden's drive led to him finding out about Wano's connection to the world in the past, and the huge revelation that the gates of Wano weren't always closed. After completing this journey, Oden kept a record of it in his logbook, and finally returned to Wano country and rule as the shogun. Unfortunately for him, Orochi and the king of the beasts, Kaido, had other plans. The most daring man in the world of One Piece yet, the Pirate King. Gol D. Roger was the man who led an incredible journey to the ends of the Grand Line and sailed to the place where no pirate had ever done before. Thanks to help from the Minks and Kozuki Oden, Roger successfully made it all the way to the final island and got his hands on the One Piece. Upon seeing the great treasure, he burst out laughing and wished to have been born long ago in the past. Before concluding his journey, he made sure to name the final island as Laugh Tale. Consequently, Roger became a legend who had conquered the Grand Line and came to be known as the Pirate King. Shortly afterward, he handed himself over to the Marines, but ushered a new age of pirates moments after his execution. Joy Boy was a man who has been mentioned rarely in the story of One Piece. However, his significance to the story is huge. At Fishman Island, it was revealed that Joy Boy had made a promise to their kind that they would live together on the surface. After failing to accomplish the task, he engraved an apology in a poneglyph that is currently on the island. Shockingly, before Roger, Joy Boy was the one who was at Laugh Tale, and this dates back to 800 years ago, during the Void Century. The One Piece also belonged to Joy Boy, from what we gathered upon hearing Roger's words. It goes without saying that Oda will give us more details about Joy Boy and the Ancient Kingdom as we move forward, but for now, that's all we know about him. However, Several other members of the Roger Pirates were also present at Laugh Tale, and their contributions cannot be overlooked. These crewmates included Don Kino, who was the helmsman of the Roger Pirates. Don Kino was responsible for steering the Oro Jackson through the most dangerous seas of the Grand Line. His expert navigation helped the crew safely reach Laugh Tale. Millet Pine served as the crew's interrogator, extracting crucial information from enemies and captives. His role was key in uncovering secrets during their journey. Rowing was the crew's scholar, likely responsible for researching and interpreting ancient knowledge found on their voyage. His insights would have been valuable at Laugh Tale. Ario acted as an informant, gathering intelligence from ports and pirate networks along the journey. His skills kept the Roger Pirates one step ahead of their rivals. Spencer was the intelligence officer, analyzing and organizing the information the crew gathered. He played a crucial role in planning their movements across the seas. Jackson Banner was the musician of the Roger Pirates, lifting morale and uniting the crew through song even during perilous times. His music would have echoed on the deck of the Oro Jackson. Bloomerine was the crew's shipwright, maintaining and repairing the Oro Jackson throughout the harsh conditions of the Grand Line. His craftsmanship was essential to the crew's survival. The roles of these four crewmates, Doringo, Mr. Momura, Mugren, and Bankuro, have not yet been officially revealed. However, as members of the legendary Roger Pirates, they must have been entrusted with important duties vital to the crew's success. Given the dangerous nature of their voyage, it is likely they served as capable fighters and reliable support members. Their presence on the journey to Laugh Tale shows they were trusted enough to witness the world's greatest secret alongside Goldie Roger. Possible members who have been to Laugh Tale are Emu and the Five Gorosei. Given their status as the supreme authority of the world government, it's plausible they possess knowledge of the island's location and its secrets. That's why they don't want anyone to reach that place and uncover the true knowledge of history through the One Piece. Because they were present 800 years ago, they may already know exactly what Joy Boy's will was and how it connects to the Void Century. This would explain their relentless efforts to erase poneglyphs, silence scholars, and eliminate anyone who poses a threat to their control. Other possible figures who may have been to Laugh Tale are Emeth, the mysterious giant robot, and Zunesha, the colossal elephant that has wandered the seas for a millennium. Both share a deep connection to Joy Boy. Emeth seemingly built during the Void Century, possibly to aid him. We also saw Emeth with Joy Boy in manga panel and his conversation, while Zunesha being his loyal companion who still follows his orders even after 800 years. As they were with Joy Boy, they might hold direct knowledge of the One Piece's nature. As One Piece approaches its climax, only one road poneglyph remains undiscovered, the one said to be in the possession of the mysterious man with the burn scar. Very little is known about this elusive figure, but he holds the final clue needed to reach Laugh Tale. His existence has ignited a fierce race between pirates, all determined to track him down. Whoever manages to find him first will secure the last piece of the puzzle, opening the path to the One Piece and the long-lost truth of the world. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more One Piece breakdowns.